Holy shit, I'm sorry that took so long. I'm really sorry that took so long. I got caught up going through my plushies. I had moved some into my stream room before I got started, and then I was like, I should move some more. And I was sorting, and then I was sorting, and then I was sorting, and then I was sorting. And yeah, I'm here now, so just give me 1 second and I will get to chatting. As long as there's science, I'm good. I'm not sure it counts as science, but there's a method to the madness. There's a method to the madness you will see post-haste. Everybody, hello. Thank you so much for waiting. I'm sorry that took so freaking long. Like I said, I have so many fucking plushies, which is the whole reason that you guys are here today. I just think Tuck's hair behind my ear. You know, we've gotten to know each other over the time we've known each other. Is it long? Is it short? That's all relative. But I think I'm finally ready for the lore drop. I think you're finally ready to meet my childhood teddies. To take the next step. Hi everybody. Hi. Already off to a squeaky start. Hello! I know that it has been 2 days since I've seen some of you guys because I was streaming Metal Gear on Twitch and I was supposed to be collabing with my friend last night, but she got a little too drinky and I respect that. After I raided her, it was like 1:30 in the morning when I raided her, and then she was like, I started coming out on stream, and so we ended up being in BC until like 3 AM my time. So, and then I think she went like literally all night, so it's understandable that we cut the collab, but it wasn't on YouTube anyway. So we have started a new, fresh stream today. oof, that's a late raid. Yes and no, because it didn't come... It was like probably halfway through her stream. And at that point, it was like 8 hours in. She went for a long time. But that is the life of being a VTuber. Especially when it's like, you're partying. It's a freaking weekend, baby. I should have another drinking stream, shouldn't I? Yeah, I did drink my milkshake. I was like, you know what? If she's gonna be like sicky and bleh, I'll be sicky and bleh. And we can both be whiny and evil together. And it didn't quite work because she was like, I actually don't think I want to stream. And then I was like, I already drank the milkshake. What? And so I just suffered in silence. I can handle cheese as a rodent, but milkshake is so... It hurt my tummy. It legitimately feels like a bomb. Like a bomb has gone off in my stomach. And it's expelling everything out of both ends. I'm not old enough to drink, so I can't relate to that. Baby, what? Oh, I just realized that. 1 second, I probably should recalibrate. Alright. That's better. Oh, I made a noise just now that tickled inside my nose. Oh, that was a cough. Ah, it still tickles. It's probably from moving around all my plushies. They're full of dust. Because some of them are really old. Like I said, you're going to be meeting my childhood teddies. But I think where I would like to start, actually, is a good segue into what I was just doing earlier. My nose! It's a good segue into what I was doing earlier today. It was late night on Saturday in Europe, but it was only noon for me in America. And I was part of a VTuber Pokemon League. It was a competitive Pokemon League. And I am really not knowledgeable about Pokemon. So I was going in blind, and only just like yesterday, the pickers started grilling me, and they were like, well, what are your plans? I was like, I don't have any plans. She didn't say that I needed to know anything when I was going into the tournament. And it's held by Miss Freya Guma. She's a very, very soft, cute bear VTuber, German. And most everybody else was European except for me and Riona, I believe. Crazy who joined it. She didn't say that I needed like prior knowledge. And I've played Pokemon games, but I haven't paid attention while I played them. And I also played them when I was a child. So I paid enough attention to know, like, I have a favorite Pokemon, but I, like, the power scaling escapes me. I really have no clue how it works. I was just picking shit, and I was prepared every single time for the chat to be like, oh my god, Ashton, your team sucks, your team sucks. Because I have a preference for normal type Pokemon. Not because they're normal type, it's just that like they make the cutest normal type Pokemon. And I tend to have like the weakest team in existence ever made. But I think I ended up making a pretty okay team. If you guys are curious, it's singles and it was draft style, so we didn't have the entire decks to pick from. And let me pull it up. I think I still have it up. Yes. Normal type lose a lot, sadly. I know, it's fucked up. I think that like that's such an unfortunate message to send, right? You could be doing your best, but if you didn't have like a stupid gimmick, it wouldn't hold up. It's so sad. They're really strong normal Pokemon now. Wait, which are they? I do really like the draft you got. Should be fun. Yeah, there were a few pickers that were watching in the audience, but for those who weren't watching, because I just shared it in the Discord and on Twitter, so if you're not in either of those or follow me on Twitter, you should definitely follow me there because I am omnipotent. I'm everywhere you could ever think of. There was even a pick crew in Freya's chat that had like #1 badges, like #1 fan badges. What the heck? I went to somebody else's circus and my fucking monkeys were there. But anyway, my team is consisting of, so there's like a whole tier list, and there's S tier Pokemon, A tier Pokemon, B tier Pokemon, C tier Pokemon, and D tier Pokemon. And I think we play as all of them as 100, level 100, and you just try your best to play strategically, I guess. So I chose Mew, Latias, Azumarill, Ninetales, Hisuian Lilligant, Lucario, Cinccino, Mousehold, Sneasel, Regirock, and Sableye. And as for my strategy, I'm going to pick Pokemon that I think are cute. I'm going to pick Pokemon that I think are cute, and for the most part I did. Even the ones that like maybe seem like less cute, like Regirock, I think it's still very cute in their own way. And Sableye too. Like Sableye is a Pokemon that I've liked since I was a child, and you have a pretty solid team, lots of options to customize them. Cinccino feels on brand. Yeah, I had to pick Cinccino. But I do love Regirock. Regirock. Regice. Oh man, that reminds me of one of my... That was like a vocal sim I had a couple years ago for months. And it was that one rap song where they were like interjecting it with the like... I'll give her that She gave me that... Gotta make your Reggie cry. Yeah, Regirock has multiple, doesn't he? Or am I misremembering? Yeah, I'm gonna be like non-stop owning. I remember you being obsessed with that, that for a bit. Wait, I want to find it now. I want to find what it is that I'm talking about. I'm gonna pop up my YouTube chat so I can see you guys. Yeah, she's trying to be It was you, Wowls, that I was talking about. That was in Freya's chat. I was like, wah. Pick crew for everybody, I guess. She's trying to be Yes. Yes, they try to be Reggie. I found it. How odd it is that I'm awake now. But yeah, that's the reason why I'm awake and ready and raring to go so early. Is because I was on European time on a European stream. And now I'm having a somewhat late night European stream. But it's a Saturday. I know how late those clubs are. Some clubs don't even like open until like 2, right? Not that the VTuber demographic necessarily overlaps with that demographic. Here, this is the video. I'm so fucking obsessed with it. That's the second time you've referenced Lucario the Mystery of Mew today. Wait a second. Were the Reggies in the Lucario movie? That's not true, were they? Maybe they were. I love this video, it's so dumb. They try to be... Oh, they are! The movies start to, like, blend together. Actually, I have... Even though the Pokemon movies are actually some of the best Pokemon content, like, I think it's... Obviously, I don't think this is, like, an unpopular opinion. Better than the show, right? They're higher quality, the plots are, like, tight, you know. What was I saying? Oh. While I do love the movies, the early Pokemon movies, I used to play this website called Anime Music Quiz a lot, and there was always, in the public lobbies, there was always some motherfucker who had seen every single fucking season of Pokemon and every single of, like, the 35 movies and could make a distinction between the openings and endings of each of those. It'd be like a random... I'd have to intuit because I can recognize the woman who sings those songs, but it was like, which one is this? It's like a 1 in 50 chance that I'm gonna pick the Pokemon Gale of Darkness, and it might be right. Like, I have no idea, and they're all different, dude. Oh my god, it drove me nuts. That bitch is a un. Yeah! That bitch is a un. I love this. It's so stupid. Oh, this is Regirock. Yeah, they were scary. But I kind of love them. They're so dumb. Although because I'm like a Gen 3 person, I don't like Registeel. I only like Regirock, Regice, and... Oh wait, maybe Registeel. There's like newer ones, right? Reggie is Pokemon. Regigigas? No, Regieleki. Regieleki and Regidrago. Pfft. Stupid looking. They do not have the aura. Straight up. Oh yes, there are more Reggies. Yeah, Regidrago. I don't know why, like, they seem like... What's the right word? The turn of phrase. They have them in Minecraft. Do you build them? Golems? Is that what they're called? No. The protectors for the towns? They're sort of just like built like... Yeah, golems. Yeah, golems. They're built like golems in Minecraft. Like they're tall and they're strong looking. And then Regieleki and Regidrago are just like orbs with arms. Don't piss me off. Don't piss me off. That makes me so mad. Bitches, I can't. I'm gonna be saying that all day. I'm gonna be saying that this whole stream. Now, if you're wondering why I'm a little bit squinty this stream, it's because I have moved my phone out of the way. I moved it to a higher direction, so it probably is making me a bit more squinty than usual. Just so I can maximize the space on my desk to show you my plushies. Did I finish my reading off my Pokemon League? Yeah, I did. So yeah, I picked all this. The only one that I don't know and don't care that much about is Lilligant, Hisui and Lilligant. So, like I said, there's S, A, B, C, and D tier Pokemon, and I, like, again, my technique was to pick the Pokemon that I liked that were cute. Whether or not they're cute is completely dependent on my own opinion, and it's a very eclectic opinion. I can admit to that. But yeah, the A tier picks were just like shit. They were so ugly. I picked Azumarill and Ninetales, and I didn't know. I feel like I should have picked Alolan Ninetales, because Alolan Ninetales is really pretty, but like, honestly, part of me too was like, okay, Ninetales is the one that I know from when I was younger. And wasn't Ninetales like super meta, or am I like making things up? I feel like Ninetales was super meta back in the day. Being familiar with the Pokemon helps with picking their moves. Yeah, I think now I'll try and like get to know them, because they have this really cool... Freya made this like really extensive spreadsheet, and I think it populates all the moves and stuff, so I'll have to study it before I get into any matches and whatnot. But not really. Normal Ninetales would be nice with Lilligant at least. Yeah, that's why I picked Lilligant, is because I think Freya's mod was helping out, and he was like, if you don't know who to pick, then like a person with chlorophyll is good. It will be a good matchup with Ninetales. And so I was like, okay, I don't like any of these other A Pokemon, so I picked Hisui and Lilligant. And Lilligant's pretty, so it fits my theme. Maybe I'll come to like her. Hisui and Lilligant. I like normal Lilligant more, though, but that was a lower tier Pokemon. I don't know, I like how impish Hisui and Lilligant looks. It's quite funny looking, actually. But yeah, I have a problem where some Pokemon that were made with the intent to be cute, I love. Like, I really, really like. And then some Pokemon that were made with the intent to be cute, I think are like so fugly and excessive, and I hate them. And it probably is just due to like the sensibilities of like when they were made, and partially due to like nostalgia goggles and whatnot. Let me turn my BGM back on. For example, like, there are some cuter, newer Pokemon. I don't hate this Pokemon, but like Deden, for example, like Deden is really cute, and Deden is like very obviously a mouse and a rodent, so I want to like Deden very much, but it's like, it's just like too cute. For me, I just hate all the Pikachu clones except Marill, right? Because Marill is the best. I fucking love Marill. ugh, but then I had to pick Azumarill, and I went on a tirade on stream about this. I don't like Azumarill. I think Azumarill is a good pick, though, because apparently they are very powerful. Yeah, industry plant cuteness. Ugh, I don't think that tries too hard. I just fucking hate the fact that I know that Azurill, the pre-evolution came later, but like Azurill is a cute little blue blob with a tail the same size as its like body. That's adorable. That's just like, it was literally made to be adorable. And then Marill is literally peekaboo, round with round ears. It's adorable, and a round tail. Oh my god, it's perfect. It's so fucking cute. It's a cute mouse. It's like a bobble tail. It's so adorable. And then for some reason Azumarill is like big as fuck, long as hell, with bunny ears. Don't piss me off, man. I hate it so much. What happened to his cutie patootie ears? It's cute little round ears. I even, you know what? You guys will see the vision when I show you this art that I created. I was waiting for my turn in the draft to pick my next Pokemon, and you guys will see the vision once I show you what I did. You will see. Yeah, Azu does have the bunny ears though, and I hate it. I mean, I don't hate bunny Pokemon. Well, I actually feel like the bunny Pokemon are like a little too bunny. You know, I think that's my problem with the den, is like, it's literally just a rat. Like, with Pikachu, it's like, it's a mouse, but it's got like a funky shaped tail, and it's got long ears. And despite its long ears, it still looks very rodent-like, you know? The bunnies are just like, that's literally just a rabbit. Have you seen Mega Azumarill? I don't think I have. I don't know anything about terrestrialization. I was really confused about that. But yeah, I picked a Terra pick. I Terra's my Chinchino with ghost type. So, here, I'll show you what I did. You guys will get the vision, I trust. Look! Look! I'm not such a cruel mistress that I would crop its ears like a Doberman, like a purebred dog. Look! 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 How cute! I drew this. Imagine if Azumarill had round little ears. They don't get it like I get it. They don't get it like I get it. Ew, no! Let them hang free now! I hate him. I hate how they took one of the most amazing, silly, cute looking rodent Pokemon and gave it bunny ears! Which are not rodents, they're lagomorphs. There's a difference in their jaw structure, and they have extra molars. Don't piss me off! I'm gonna start lore dumping autistically. Why are you putting Azumarill in a chastity cage? I mean, it's better than neutering, right? If you want to go with that. If you want to go with that. Oh wait, I just realized I need to get my other chat on screen. We could turn him into a eunuch. Okay, but a Pika is a lagomorph too. No. Isn't literally the mouse Pokemon? It's not its, you know what, it's not just its ears that make it a bunny. Like, because it's different rules for Pikachu. Because there are rodents that have long ears like Pikachu and stuff, you know? But Nidoran line is the best bunny Pokemon. They're definitely rats, right? Imagine a rodent with big ears. I know, imagine. Nidorans are... Pikachu's ears are on its side. Yes. That is one aspect of it. And then another is that it has like a long tail. And you might be saying, Ashton, Azumarill has a long tail. No, but it has a circular end to it. It has a little bobble ball end. And when you combine a circular tail with long ears, that's a fucking bunny! So close, they're Pokemon. Don't start with me. I think, you know what, there should just be more Pokemon. I don't want Pokemon of inanimate objects. I don't want Pokemon of animals. I want just aliens. I want Spectrobes. I actually don't remember what Spectrobes look like, actually. Sorry, I'm getting all heated about this stupid Azumarill ears thing. I just feel very strongly about it because Marill is like my favorite Pokemon, which you will see right now. Maybe we should just get right into it. I was trying to segue into actually like showing you guys some of my Pokemon plushies, but then I got all heated. So Spectrobes was ass, like a voluptuous one that you'd like to smack her? Because I love Spectrobes. I could never get the like thing that you put on top of your Nintendo DS and poke the holes into to work. I can tolerate all Poke opinions except Eevee slander. Evolutions included. Because Eevee itself is a beautiful normal type Pokemon. I'm a normal type Crusader. Fuck no, the later gens have so many Pokemon, so many aliens, I hate it. Yeah, maybe I'm playing with fire because I don't know what anything in the later gens look like. There was some shit in this tier list where I was like, what in the fresh hell is that? I have never heard of that before. Let me pull it up again real quick and see. A Baxcalibur? Literally never heard of that Pokemon. It looks crazy. They are putting that like every Pokemon is someone's favorite Pokemon to the test. Oh yeah, I also for my S-tier Pokemon, I picked Mew and Latias. But I was considering Mew and Jirachi because I think the Steel type would have been good to have. But alas. Let's see. Tinglu. I didn't know you could glue tin cans. Zarude. I don't know what the hell that is. I almost picked Torkoal, but then I was like, okay, I'm picking Pokemon that I know are good. Because I think I remember playing a game and being like, damn, Torkoal is like owning. But I was like, I don't think Torkoal is necessarily cuter than other Pokemon. And it got taken anyway. What's another one that I don't recognize? Pecharunt? 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 I don't know. Monkey Dory. What the hell is that? Hydrapple? Hydreigon? Enamorus? Setatan? I feel like if I name enough of these, you guys will be able to figure out where I tapped out. Asculegion. Both a female and male got picked. It looks like a fish. Also, I think it's so funny, the naming convention for like the past Pokemon and the future Pokemon. The past one makes sense because they're defined in like very specific like ways that just like describe what they look like, in the same way that like most animals are named a way that they look like, except like in Latin. So it seems like very like wordy and ooh, but it actually is like a very cut and dry like description of how they look or act, or the aspect of the, you know, like red-breasted tit bird, you know, like for that. So they're called like Sandclaw or something like that. But it doesn't make any fucking sense for it to have the same naming convention for the future Pokemon. Iron Leaves, Iron Treads. Like, why are we regressing? Why are we regressing? Oh, I just realized nobody took Dunsparce. Oh. C-tier was too good. I had to make the very tough decision too to pick Sableye over Furret, and I'm still sad about it. But I was thinking like Furret's a normal Pokemon, man, and I'm so bad with my normal Pokemon. What's another one that I don't recognize? Vikavolt. Wo-Chien. Yeah, there's like a few Chinese ones. Tinglu, Wo-Chien. Where did these come from? Tinglu. Wo-Chien. Yeah, I just wasn't expecting anything Chinese, to be honest. Qianpao, Tinglu, Chiyu. I wonder if these mean anything, or they're just like... Whoa, Chiyu looks so dumb! I kind of like Chiyu. It's just a goldfish with stupid eyes. Oh, Tianpao is really cool. Ruinous Pokemon. Ooh. I kind of like Chiyu though. He's derpy. Yeah. You've basically just been naming ones for the last game only. Okay, that does make sense. Stonejourner is so stupid. It's so dumb. But anyway, I think I've built a solid team out of my nostalgia bait Pokemons. My Pokemons. Trying to show you the pièce de résistance. Remember Ice Cube? I don't actually think Ice Cube's so bad. Yeah, live Wochian reaction. Although I'm coming at it from a person, I'm purely nostalgia, so I'm like the worst kind of fan. Like I don't even have like the ability to like be like, well, maybe the stats or maybe the meta, because that's what some of the pit crew were saying. Like, oh well, Terra Civilization is better than them removing Mega. I don't know. It's no good because I'm not child anymore. Setitian pre-evolution. I want to see this. Last thing I'm looking up. Setatan Pokemon. Setadle. Okay, that's cute. That is cute. That's cute. Arboliva. Oh, I recognize Appleton, but maybe the evolution is that other one. Garganackle? Okay, that one seems fucking awesome. Garganackle. Oh, I'm surprised that it... Knackly. Oh, it's like a Minecraft mushroom is the original Knackle stack. Garganackle. I thought it would be related to the Stonehenge one. Have you ever seen Clodsire? I fucking love Clodsire. Actually, one time I was talking to somebody about Pokemon, and some regional ones I'm like, this is amazing. Oh, I was also between Regirock and Alolan Pikachu. Alolan Pikachu, and it's like, I do think not Alolan Pikachu, sorry, Alolan Raichu. And I was like, man, Alolan Raichu looks like a souffle pancake. Like, he is so incredibly kawaii. But I love Regirock. I kind of do fucking love Regirock. He's so silly. Clodsire is really, really cute. I remember one time I was talking to somebody about Pokemon, and I said Clodsire, and they said Quagsire, and I was like, no, Clodsire. And they were like, it's Quagsire. And I was like, he doesn't know. Fake ass Pokemon fan. Even though I'm sure if anybody said like Iron Leaves to me, I'd be like, literally, what the hell are you talking about? I know, Psychic Surfing Raichu is so cute. But yes, let us get started. Let me take a sip first. I have cleared the area so that I get maximum visibility. It's also a slightly new angle. I flipped it around. What do you guys think? Do you guys think this angle is better? Unfortunately, it's got like sort of it's sort of like coming at me this way, you know? Like it's angled oddly. It's not like directly above my desk. Or I can flip it back around. Although it'll require like me having to turn my plushies to you. You like this better? I'm dizzy because I'm so used to the old angle. Makes it feel like I'm you. Even though it's like as if I was like really tall and hunched all the way over my desk. Cute nails, thank you! Yes, I've been keeping them like nicely manicured for stream. I think a lot of people probably a lot of girls are very judgy about nails, so when they see like long raw nails, they're like, ugh! So sorry if it's gross. I apologize, but I have tried to keep them like shaped well and manicured well for this special Plushie Handcam stream. Flipping my monitor 180 degrees right now. You want to go back to normal? You're afraid of change. It's not gross, they look pretty to me. I guess, yeah, maybe that isn't a fair thing to say, because one time I was going through like a drive-thru at... Was it a Wendy's or was it a... I think it was Sonic. And a girl was like, "Oh, I love your French manicure," and I was like, "Oh, that's just my nails." Thank you though. But I do feel like a little naked. Cute hands, cute voice. Ah! You're not gonna think I'm cute when you see my moles! Look at them! Tree in a line. What? And one right there. What? And one right there. And one right there. I think that's a mole. Although, that's just a scar. My nails are the same right now. I gotta repaint soon. Yeah, I've just like fully... I have like quite a few nail polishes in my repertoire. I don't have the patience to let them dry. And I just think that like my nails look better long. But I can't keep them super long for that long. So I tend to use like fake nails or get extensions. So when I don't have those, they're usually short. So this is a rarity for me. But yeah, it's because I don't like when it chips, because I can have like the mental wherewithal to like paint my nails and do all of it and get them dry and done in one day. By the time they start to chip, I'm like mentally exhausted, and then they start to look like ugly and stuff. Yeah, they gotta keep them, gotta be short to keep in the gloves so that they don't poke holes through, which I have done. But yeah. Gosh, I guess I do have a lot of moles. Oh, you know what I have too? I have this mark right here. Can you guys see it? Oh yeah, we're going full screen today. Usually it's just like within my box, but you know, like I tend to keep my desk in a very Ashton aesthetic sort of way anyway, so it's the same thing as having an overlay. You see this? Right here. That? Not a bruise. It's just like a melanation. I've had it my entire life. It's very barely there. I had it my entire life, but I do recall when I was younger. I must have had it my entire life. It's just a spot that I have. I must have had it my entire life, but I remember when I was younger, I woke up from a dream where I had spilled ice cream on myself. And I didn't wipe it away. And it stained me. And I believed that for about like 10 years. Before I realized like that probably isn't how that works. I must have had it my entire life, but that's the first time I became cognizant of it, was when I had like left my ice cream on. I left my ice cream smear on and it stained. That's my ice cream stain. I used to have a mole too. I had to get it removed. Thankfully there's like no scar where it was, but I used to have a mole in my body that my parents would call my chocolate chip. Because it wasn't raised or anything. It was a flat little tip mole. Staying forever in body and soul. I'm in love with the chocolate. I love chocolate milk, chocolate ice cream. I have a white spot on my stomach, and when my ex saw me without a shirt, he was like, "Dude, do you have a ew cum stain? Ew, nasty." And I think the worst part is that it probably could have been not a dig on you, but it's like that white. Wait, maybe is it? Right? Anyway. That was the line that makes you snap your attention back to the stream. I remember one time in college, I rocked up to like a morning class It was like one of my 8 a.m. classes, and I sat next to two of my friends who were dating. And I sat next to the girl. It was like a physics class. I think it was like dynamics. And I was like, did you just get up? And she was like, oh no, like, I've been up a while. And I was like, oh wait, because you have a little drool on your face. And she was like, what do you mean? And I was like, yeah, you must have slept hard. And she had like a little bit of drool on her chin. And she got very embarrassed. And then I realized belatedly, like, is it that embarrassing? And then I was like, oh. Crazy stuff happening in college. I was never at the crazy parties, but people feel like they can tell me a lot of stuff. I was privy to a lot of information. Bring your kids to class day. Wow, she must have been really sleepy. But that's why I was like, I guess it could have been a stain on your stomach, Cinequiz. You never know. Although I guess it depends on the color of it. Because like I said, like, I don't know, this looks like I might have left some ice cream on my arm too long to me. Anyway. Actually, the character in the arrogant that leaves right before the smut. Like, okay, well, you guys work that out. I'll be in the other room. Bye! Like, completely. Wait, what was that? Advil. Okay. Man, I forgot about that moment. That was so awkward. We never spoke of it again. I think what happened is that I mentioned it to another friend and then they started laughing. And I was like, why? Why? What do you mean? Alright, but on the topic of Pokemon. Did you just eat that? It was an Advil. I could use it. For the most part, I'm just raw dogging life, so I could use it. I would say that this is the cream of the crop. My most... Is it my most sought after Pokemon plushie? I don't think so, but it's my favorite. And it lives on my bed. And it is... It's too big! My big Marill! Big Marill. Actually, no, that was a pill that makes you go vroom. Vroom, vroom. Thank you for rubbing my engine. He's huge. And so squishy. And he's made of a very stretchy fabric that's really soft. So he's got a very boingy tail. Can you squish us like that? Oh, if you insist. Oh, if you insist. Stain? Is there a stain? Oh, you mean that stain? Yeah! It's nothing. There's no stain on Marill. Wait, you're saying that because I said it's in my bed. No stain on my Marill. Oh wait, I don't need to turn stuff around anymore because the camera's... This is the Pit Crew plushie. The campaign just ended for it. And these will be shipping in, I believe, 2 months about. 2 to 3 months. And I have shown it a few times on stream. Granted, it's usually been at like 4 in the morning when I have done that. Yes, you guys are much smaller than Marill. But you guys are basically... like true to real life. Like this is an accurate size. The Pit Crew plush with your little stubby arms going in, your little peats. And very tightly packed. He is full of lug nuts and motor oil. And while the visor is attached, it's attached by... Wait. Oh good, oh good. Was there a string in this before? Because to take the 3D... I made a 3D model of this by like taking up like 150 pictures of it, but to do so I had to hang it up. And so the only place I could think to hang it up was in my kitchen on my light fixture. And I had to like string it through its head. So it would look like it did like... had a really rough day at work, so to say. But he's back! I've revived him, I've resuscitated him. I will say the only thing that's kind of tough to deal with are the whiskers, because... Look, I don't know how to get him to go in like the right direction. Can't wait to get my new pit crew plush. He'll be riding along in my new car. Yeah! You gotta make sure to buckle him in. Don't want him flying anywhere. You know how the chillas are. Getting up to funny business. Oh, I guess I did bend it a little. Funny business all the time. See, his whiskers were all bent because I've like slept on him before, like... You know. They're gonna be all fucked up after shipping. Well, no, mine weren't that fucked up. They were just like pressed down. They're not... Hopefully they're not like all kinked up and stuff. But yes, this is it. You can see too that like the pit crew is made of like a soft velvet. I also really like the location of the mouth. I think it's unintentional, but the mound of the nose. Do you guys see that? Wait, I'll move. Ah! It's unintentional, but like it looks like there's a little bit of like a nose poke. This part's flat because it's embroidered, and so then it goes into the chin here, but this was unintentional. It's just supposed to be like a... He's got a little snoot. He's got a little nose. But yes, you can see too, the body is like soft plush, and then this is fur. I really like that touch. I'm glad that they included that. I think they did that without me noting it anywhere, because I would have been fine with like the same fabric for both. It's a great match. I'm happy that it's like a different texture, because chinchilla tails are like very spiky. So yes, real chinchilla fur. Made with donations from the pit crew. Donations. But yes, here he is. He's been keeping me company for a while, and so he'll keep you guys company soon enough. We have such a fine feature, so rugged and handsome and so beautiful. I know, look at the side profile. Mogging the shit out of those quadrupedal rodents, I gotta say. Some rodents are able to like sit up on their hind legs to look around, but then they run around on all four. Not this guy. He can fully pop a squat. Plant himself. Look at that! A true chilla. I know he looks messing. That cut jaw. But yes, the perfect mascot. I agree. Alright. I sort of wanted to show you guys... Oh wait, alright. You guys decide. You want to see more Marills or more related plushies? Or we could move to chinchilla stuff. Specifically Minccino. I think that I bring him in. I think I'll show you guys this first, because we're already on the same topic. And then we'll get to all the Marills. So this is something that was created last year to be sold at Off-Kai Expo when I was a guest at Off-Kai Expo when I had my second live concert. Space Cadet held there. It was a hologram concert and it was super duper awesome, and it was the very first time I ever had merchandise of me sold in a convention, which is crazy to think that now, like over a year later, there's merch of me sold at like a lot of American conventions. Almost every single one. Granted, it's like 1 or 2 items, but that's still a lot for an indie VTuber of my size. But this was one of the first big Ashton merchandises, the Plushton. It's crazy to think too that there was 368 Pit Crew plushes sold. 368. That's insane. Do you know how many of these Plushtons were made? 50. 50, and it took like 6 months for them to sell. So all 25 that were sold at Off-Kai Expo sold, and there was a 25 that were held to the side that were being sold on the website of Studio Nekomata, who is who I partnered with for this, and those took a while to sell. So it's like the flip-flop is crazy. But now it's sort of become elusive because a lot of Pit Crew members, some of you guys are newer, especially my YouTube Pit Crew members, and only really came about a couple months ago around Virtual Vacation. And so they saw my Pit Crew plushie petition and they were like, "Whoa, we want an Ashton plushie." And it's like, well, we're a little late to the party. But the good thing is that there is cuteness and uniqueness to this plushie. However, I think there is stuff to improve upon. So as you guys probably can tell, there are things I really like and things that I would change. A thing I really like is that the clothes come off. Like, so you can dress her in whatever you want. But the problem with that is, yeah, the price we pay for joining the race late. Yep. I mean, you do get a point penalty. That's just how it is. But I believe in you guys. Nothing can hold you back. I gotta just hit the gas. But yes, on the plus side, the clothes come off, which lewd. Yes, partially lewd, partially dangerous because Pit Crew that have like taken their plushies out and about say that the gloves fall off really easily. But the problem is that she is a non-standard size, so nothing really fits her. There are these types of plushies in the VTubing space called touys. I'm pretty sure like Mint has a touy, and Hyuni has a touy, and they're like Hololive touys or Niji Sanji touys, and they're all about the same size. And there's also a bit bigger, and they're like 15 centimeter tall dolls, and those wear like standard doll clothes. So that is something that I want to change for when I one day make a new Plushton Martin. She'll have quite a bit smaller of a head because this thing is fucking ginormous and it's hard as a rock. Like, can you guys hear me beat this up? Doesn't deform at all. Like just look at the chin. Look. She is full of stuffing. It's bulging out of this chin seam. It's gigantic. Super top heavy. Doesn't sit, you know, nothing but cement. That's concrete, baby. Why are you hitting yourself? I deserve it. It's my voodoo doll. Just scratching an itch in the back of my head. Ah. Ooh. But yes, she is very, very large. So that is something I would like to update for the next run. But I think it was a very, very good first run. I really thought that like Plushton was the only plushie I'd ever be able to sell. So I was incredibly, incredibly happy to have had the opportunity. And it's crazy to have the opportunity to improve upon it once more. So yeah, that's for the future though. Can't say when that'll happen. Keep it in mind. We need small Ash Boo Boo. See, the Labubus are that size that I'm talking about though. Like, I obviously won't be like an Ash Boo Boo, okay? But it's gonna be a really similar size because those Labubus wear those standard doll clothes. The standard doll clothes that I'd like for you to be able to put on, like, plushies of me. Yeah, drip me out. Oh, speaking of dripping out, I wonder if I brought it in here. Oh, I got these. Speaking of dripped out. I just like brought a pile in. This isn't even everything. This is what I was doing before stream. Here we go. Speaking of dripped out, a lot of you guys already know this, embarrassingly enough. I am a little bit weensy bit of a Disney adult. And my favorite princess is Cinderella. And I have this very, very cute Cinderella doll. And she does have a dress, but this is like an alternate outfit. It's like a cute little Cinderella sea sweater with a little blue dress. I think these are her normal shoes. And I have taken this Cinderella doll and the head spins. Like that. I have taken this Cinderella doll to Walt Disney World, Disneyland, and Tokyo Disney. So she has... I've shown her the world, so to say. I think she sits also. They're a little bit bendy. I think that jacket might fit Plushton. It probably would. I think it's actually a little too small. Plushton, that's the problem, is that she's like a little too big and a little too small for other clothes. I think it's just a little too... Yeah, one arm maybe. It's too small in the chest area. It would be too wide. But yes, this is my Cinderella. And I thought I'd show you my special doll that's traveled the world with me to the Disney worlds that I've gone to. But yeah, speaking of dripped out, custom clothes. This plush toy is my oldest. And you'll be able to see that very easily. And he's dripped the fuck out. He's got the Dior trench on with the lace trim. You know, he's old but gold. He's still got it. This is... I feel like I've shown you guys this before, but I don't think I have. Longtime pit crew. I guess it's because I just, like I said, like lore drop. Like I see him every day, so I forget that you guys don't know him. But this is Teddy. And this is a coat that Grandma Martin made me. So it's like a real baby toy. You can probably tell by the colors. And he is very discolored. Yeah. But this is Teddy, and he has worn this coat that my Grandma Martin made for me for a while. And he is very, very well loved. He's my oldest toy, and you can also tell because of the wear and tear. At one point something happened. I think maybe my cat nibbled it. Like you can see his face is smushed into. My cat like nibbled the eye out, and so it was like dangling, and I think my mom sewed it back in and wrapped the excess around there. You can't really tell super easily, but when I moved apartments this past time, I would suggest that if you guys ever have like a glut of the coat's fire, I know, with the lace trim. Oh, he looks like he's like a 80s businessman with like huge shoulder pads, doesn't he? I would suggest you don't use trash bags if you are hauling mass amounts of plushies somewhere, because even though they were new trash bags, new unscented trash bags, this is really subtle. I don't know if you guys can tell. I put them all in trash bags, and even though they weren't in it for that long, they were just in it for me to transport it. Maybe like a week at most. You can see there's like a very faint outline of an ear. And this isn't the only one of my plush toys that has this. What happened was his ear was pressed down against him like this. And I don't know why he's like dirtier like that. Like I don't... That must have been from the trash bag, because his ear doesn't press down like that normally. I don't know. Very odd. Really odd. But yeah, he's got a smushy face. So that's that. So on the same day that Grandma Martin made this drippy robe for Teddy. I also made an outfit masterfully for my second favorite, second longest time. Give me his own ice cream stain. Yeah, we can match. Oh, that's cute. I made this for Ellie. Ellie is... I remember where I got Ellie too. It was in Paradise Landing in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And it's a baby Beanie Baby toy. And so it has very, very soft... It's called Thai Lux. She's very, very soft. So Teddy is a boy and Ellie is a girl. And I made this, which isn't hemmed. And I've literally not taken these clothes off of these plush toys since the day that I made them. They've just sat like this. She also has on a gold chain. Holy shit, dripped out. Teddy and Ellie are not a ship. They are just... They are my long time... I love them both separately. They sit in my bed next to me. Yeah, she's fresh as hell. You can tell this is definitely from the grandma's archives of fabric because it's kind of old-fashioned. But yeah, I didn't even hem the bottom. It's just like flipped up. It's been like that for so long that it's hemmed. And God, she's like ratty looking. She's look at the face. Like she's very worn, but I've loved like rubbing the ears like this, and I love how like there's like she has like fat flat paws, you know. And I also love her little like matchstick tail. Very silly. Not a fuzzy tail, made of the same fabric. So those are my two most long time plushies. And these stay on my bed. So yeah, I feel like embarrassed. I feel embarrassed. Teddy and Ellie. I bet you guys are very concerned, wondering, racking your brains how I could come up with names like that. But yeah, I remember this one, even though this must have happened when I was like 4. I remember it because... First of all, it was Paradise Landing, which is a water park in Milwaukee that doesn't exist anymore. Although it kind of does still exist. There's a fun story about Paradise Landing. It's like in a hotel in Milwaukee, in like the... Yeah, unrelated, you gotta play It Takes Two. Don't they have to kill an elephant in that game? What's wrong with you? Nah? Isn't that like the whole... You thought you were gonna get me, but I've been spoiled on that game. But anyway, unrelated, but you should watch Inside Out 1. Fuck you. I know about Bing Bong, man. I've seen that. You guys are fucked up for that. Yeah, Dee Dee is wrong for that. You guys are wrong. That's messed up. Now I have to rub my plushies to make me feel better. These are adorable. Thank you. This is such a cute stream. This is probably the only sappy part. But yeah, these are my top plush toys. Oh, I forgot to talk about Paradise Landing. Does anyone here remember Paradise Landing? Or you know about Milwaukee? Milwaukee is like the Midwest capital of water parks. And... Okay. Sometimes whenever I get pings during... Handcam streams, I feel like I have to check them right away just in case, you know. It was a water park in the bottom of a hotel. It was like street level and then lower, like into a basement level was Paradise Landing, and then a hotel was on top of it. And God, I have stories. I remember we went as a whole family, like me, Mama Martin, Sister Martin, Papa Martin, Grandma Martin, and Opa Martin. And Opa Martin did not know how to swim. Sorry, past tense. Did not know how to swim. Never knew how to swim. And and he went down one of the water slides and flipped. Like, I'll give a visual. He went zoo, and then when he came out the bottom, he like went ass over tit, as my father says. And like fell in the water like that and started to like, and the guards got called. I remember that very vividly. And he was old by then, so it was scary. How? I don't know. Oh, again, you know, has anyone ever been to a water park when they were a kid and there was those foam lily pads that you would like jump on to like cross over? Oh, they had that there too. And I remember Ellie was from the gift shop there. And I remember it vividly because I was like, oh, I want this. And Papa Martin was like, that's for babies because it's like a soft baby toy. And I was like, I don't care. And I was like 4, so it shouldn't have even been like a thing he should say. My dad was kind of like that, like with dolls and stuff. I think I stopped playing with dolls by the time I was like 11, like 10, 11, because it was like, ugh, you're still into dolls, you know. That's why I am the way that I am now. Yeah, 4 is within the range to get a baby toy. What the heck? And then the last pool, I also like love the shape of her eyes. She's got such nice eyes. And then the last thing about Paradise Landing is, I think this might have been the last time we ever went there before it closed. Or maybe it was just because of, like, shame on my parents' side. My sister did shit her pants in the pool. Boop. Yeah, that's right. I'm airing out your dirty business. And then they had to close the pool and clean it. Na 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 na. And then we never went back. Yay! Crazy work that you'd air that on stream. Yup. I like your guys' opinion of my sister is probably like so insane. But to be honest, she is like a very open person in the same way. Like she is very much too TMI. Like if it got brought up, she would probably also bring it up the same way. But then she would like to deflect by being like, oh well, do you remember Oppa like wiped out, ate shit on the water slide? It's like, that's not going to distract us from the fact that you pooped in the pool as a kid. You were that kid. I'm sure they've forgotten now. You mean Paradise Landing? Probably, considering it's closed now. But I didn't finish talking about what I was saying. It's closed now, but it's still there. It's still in the basement of the hotel. And there's like a Midwest convention that I think it's like Anime Milwaukee that happens in the same hotel. And I've never been to that anime convention. But sometimes they don't lock the doors and they leave the lights on in the abandoned water park. There's no more water in it, but they've like moved like mannequins and like extra bedding down there, just like get rid of, I guess. So it's like an abandoned water park in the bottom of this hotel, but it's like a water park from my childhood. Also, hi Issa. Snickers in the deep end. Everyone get out. I think I remember too, like you know what? Maybe I'm putting too much blame on her. She was able to like shit it and get, you know? It was somebody else that was like, oh my god, there's a turd in the water. And then I think what happened was my dad was like, you. That's worse. I mean, it is worse that she couldn't own up to it, but she was also probably like 5 or 6. It worked out though because we didn't get kicked out. We didn't get kicked out. I always hear stories about that happening to people, but I've never actually met or have heard it directly from somebody. Now you have. She is the perpetrator. You. But yeah, those are Teddy and Ellie, my childhood plushies. What's another plushie I keep on my bed? Ooh, I'll show you guys these. I keep these on my bed. For some reason, I keep rather large ones on my bed. Now, this one is more decorative than anything, although I do like to cuddle it, I guess. It's a gloomy bear. God, it's big. It's a purple gloomy bear, which is rare, and it's a ghost-style gloomy bear, so it has like no face. And the eyes glow in the dark, and it's super, super soft. It's really, really cute. Title prize only. Oh, it's from a crane game for the 20th anniversary. Number 576. Wait, I feel like this is rare. It says number 576 on it. Is this rare? Oh man, I forgot about Gloomy Bear. I didn't because they've actually collabed with Iron Mouse. There's an Iron Mouse Gloomy Bear and an Iron Mouse plush in the style of Gloomy Bear. But this is a very odd looking one. Number 576 out of 10 million. I still feel like that's a low number though, don't you think? But yeah, when the lights turn off, the eyes glow. So sometimes it glows at me from bed. Another plush toy that I keep in my bed is this one. It's rather new. And you guys might recognize it. Because I am a big fan of Apex. And this is a very odd looking Nessie. Because usually Nessie's neck is up. But this is the U2's weighted Nessie. And it's very weighted, it's heavy. Even the neck is weighted. It looks really bad from this angle, doesn't it? It's got like a... It's really heavy. I knew that would happen. He's a weapon. But I like to sleep with it on my chest. With the... over my shoulder. The head. Wait a second, this is embarrassing. Like, Nino's here, Issa was here. You guys are like peeking into my life. I'm gonna look so uncool. But yes, he is really, really cute. From this top angle, he looks like a cooked chicken. Yeah, it doesn't help that the body is literally the shape of a fucking chicken. Rotisserie chicken! Yeah, it's filled with beans. Beans in the neck right here and beans right here. Ooh. There's also like another U2's Nessie, I think. That was like a normal one with like the neck going up. But I didn't get it because I don't love the eyes. But it's cute and I love Nessies a lot. Thanks for collecting me. Apex Legends weighted Nessie. But yeah, that's another one from my bed. Ooh. I'll show you guys these now. Speaking of Nessies, I don't see them all. I know I brought them all in. Here it is. Oh, forgot that one. I really, really, really like Nessie. I really, 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 really... Really? I have two of these. Really? Really? Like Nessie. I like this one a lot too because I think you can open it. Yeah. You can stash stuff in here. Why are these all so cute? Like I said, I'm a cuteness aficionado. Something that is like made with the intent to be cute, just to sell, does not appeal. But these things have like a je ne sais quoi. I do really, really like Nessie. This is Watson's Nessie. That's why it has all the patches. So this is like meant to be like the Nessie that she had as a child in Universe in Apex. And this is Hula Nessie. Oh, I'm missing one. I know that I brought it in here. One second. Maybe I didn't because it's ugly. Oh no, I did. I forgot this Nessie. I forgot this Nessie, but I honestly really don't like it. First of all, it's a keychain. Second of all, it's meant to be like a cook. But the spoon in its mouth is like... It has never been straight. It's always been floppy. I really didn't think you fuck with Nessie that much. That's so cute. No, I love Nessie. I guess I haven't been like so obvious about it because by the time I started streaming, I think I was like sorta over Apex, or you know, I didn't think people wanted to there's a lot of streamers that played Apex and stuff, so I ended up focusing on retro games. Like, that was the whole point of why I started streaming anyway. But yeah, when I got into Apex, I was like really into Nessie. Apex is really different now. He has the same shade of green as Ashton's hair. Look at this! That's green! I'm blonde. There is a very distinct difference. Or you're talking about the one that I'm holding. I'd say this one's a little bit more blonde. This one's a little bit more blonde. But yeah, I don't like the chef one very much. It's kind of fungly. He's cute though, because I like how, like, he has no snout. Can you tell? He's got like no bump where the snout is. It's like a pug Nessie. But yes, those are my Nessies, and this is purple Nessie. I don't know why they made purple and blue Nessie, because they never appear in the game or in lore at all. I think gold Nessie does, but none of the others. Kind of weird. I don't really know anything about Apex. I thought you were just really passionate about the Loch Ness Monster. This is meant to be the Loch Ness Monster, though. For a while, I thought it was just had the same name as the Loch Ness Monster, but it wasn't meant to be the Loch Ness Monster because Apex takes place in, like, space and stuff. But no, it's literally the Loch Ness Monster. And I do have an affinity for the Loch Ness Monster, too, because I like Irish traditions and stuff. Nobody... I mentioned this in the Discord, but I said once that, like, I want to go to Ireland so I can kiss the Blarney Stone and get the gift of gab, and everyone was like, what the fuck are you talking about? You guys know about the Blarney Stone, right? Right? I think this is every Marill. I might be wrong, though, because I didn't bring in every single thing from my pile. That's pretty common knowledge, I thought. What is that? What? Game recognized game, which is why all of Ash's plushies are cute. Yes. Yeah, but I'm Irish. Okay. That might be it. I'm mostly German, but I do got a lot of Irish in me. I've got this Marill. Oh, there's a hair. There's gonna be a bit of fur sticking around. If you kiss the Blarney Stone, you kiss everyone who kissed the Blarney Stone. So be it. I think it said you had to give up playing Apex, so I didn't have to give up playing Apex. It was more just like, there's a lot of people playing Apex, so I'm not going to focus on it. And then as I, like, put streaming, like, higher priority in my life, I just sort of stopped playing. And then they changed the game too much. Yeah, I'm bringing in the Marills. Bringing in the Marills. Now, I don't know if these are special or anything. They are cute, aren't they? I like the fur on this one. This one feels old. It probably isn't, though. T-Arts. I wish these had, like, years. This one feels old, though. Maybe it is old. Maybe it is old. And then I've also got this one. I'm pretty sure this one's new. I hope none of these are fakes, because these tags look kind of fake as hell. 1997. Whoa, this one's from 2007, I think. It says it on the tag. Oh wow, that's old. There's fur all over this. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this one's super fluffy. So cute. I'm gonna go take a peek in my kitchen where I, like, have splayed them all out and see if there's any more Marills. There might be. Let me check here first. I'm back. I am back. And... Ah! I said a weeby, sorry. And... I don't know if you heard that. I don't know if you heard that. There was more Marills. I found another Marill. This one is from 2023, so she's new. And the tail is attached, which is not my favorite, and I don't like the way that the tail is made either. But that's okay. Very cute. Sound of Ashton bumping into something. Kinda. When I went to Anime Expo, I got in the habit of like, when I was like bumping into people in the artist alley, I would go like, like I was getting squeezed like a squeeze toy. There's that Marill. Not so far off. And then this Marill. I really like this Marill. I don't know how old it is. It's made in Vietnam. It says Pocket Monsters on it specifically. So I want to say it's old-ish. But I can't say. My dream Pokemon plushie, which is very expensive, is the furret that wraps around your neck. It's so cute. Respectable collection. Thank you. And of course, this isn't counting the big boy. You know. Alright. I think I'll do my other Pokemons next, because I brought those in too. Now, I do love Marill, but of course, you know I gotta rep him. This isn't every single one I own. This isn't every single one I own because I think like a few of them are on my doorknobs. Like on all the doorknobs in my apartment, I have a different keychain. So I think one has like a Caro from Cardcaptor Sakura, and one has a teeny tiny Minccino, and they're all little plushies and stuff. I don't know, it's fun on both sides of my door handles. You guys should try it out if you guys have a lot of plushies and keychains and stuff. But yes, this is Minccino. I've got a nice Minccino collection. I don't think this is everything. I think one of them is at my parents' house, and that was the first Minccino I got because my mother bought it for me. I think it's actually two at my parents' house because she bought it for me because she thought of me, because she said, what Pokemon is that? And then they said, oh, it's a Minccino, and she said, oh, what is it? And they said, it's a chinchilla Pokemon, and she was like, oh my god, my daughter will love that, and so she bought it for me. Do you leave the keychains when the plumbers come over? They've only come over once, and there wasn't a keychain on the door where the plumbers went in, probably because the place where the plumbers were going in is the sump pit, which is the poop place, and I don't want to get any of my shit dirty. I'm like still finding stuff in that room that like the plumbers touched with their poopy hands, and going like, oh, they move this cabinet that I have out of the way so they could get to like a outlet in the wall to clean it out. It's a long story, but basically I live in a garden apartment, so I'm like in the first floor, and thankfully it doesn't flood. There's like stuff in place that doesn't flood when it rains. However, because the sewage line out to the street was blocked, it started to back up into my apartment, which is worse than rainwater actually. And the plumbers that came had like, they were like really, really cheap, and they had no decorum, so they didn't put any like covers on their shoes. They didn't like put any drop cloths down, and so they got like poop all over my walls and stuff. And all over, they got it on my printer and my cloth ironing board. So I just threw that out. And did you send a complaint? I did lodge a complaint with my landlord who had hired them. Oh! But yeah, every time I go in there to like, I know, it's also my laundry room, so like, I have like laundry detergent there. I'll go like, oh, what is that on the back handle of my like cabinet? Oh, it's from where the stupid plumbers like grabbed it with their poopy hands. Also, Seal, thank you so much for the raid on Twitch. Seal, thank you. I hope your stream is super duper well. My name is Ashton Martin. I'm the Roller Rodent Race Queen of VTuber Racing on Twitch.tv, and today I'm showing off my plushies. You came just in time for my Minccino plush collection. It's small but mighty, I think, in my opinion. And if you need it, I totally understand. This Minccino is the Pokemon Fit Minccino, and I really like this line of plushies. It's newer, so it doesn't have like a ton of value, but they are very cute because they are meant to just fit in the palm of your hand, and they do sit, which is nice. I was thinking that he might have trouble since his ears are so damn big. Howdy, cute plushies. Oh, thank you. Redacted, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. What the heck? But yeah, those damn plumbers. So nothing of value in the laundry room anymore. Even the stuff of low value that's dirty, I'm like mad about. So oh, and the reason why I didn't have anything in the laundry room on the handle is because it's like a folding door. Man, I don't think I mentioned this on stream either. And then to add insult to injury, when they were done, I found out like when I was like going in there to be like, oh fuck, they got poo-poo on the door because it's a white door. They got poo-poo on the white door and on the door handle because they were like opening and closing it. And they like ripped it off its hinge because it was like it's a folding sliding door. So it was like, what didn't these hacks do, man? Luckily, none of it fell on me, and my landlord is like very like oh, I don't remember the word that I was gonna use. He's on time. He's timely. What are they, Neanderthals? I mean, they're plumbers. I don't know. No, I mean, not all, but a lot. The cheap ones. He's rather punctual, yeah. So when I was like, my fucking apartment's like flooding. It's backing up into my apartment and running down my hallway. He was like, oh shit. And they got out the same day. But that's probably why they were kind of cheap, is because they were same day plumbers. But anyway, this Minccino is another one. I don't love this one because, oh no, I think it just broke. His ear flap broke off. This, actually, I'm not sure. He's kind of like not looking so hot. He's seen better days. I think this might be my original one that Mama Martin got me, because I feel like I remember the ear breaking, but I don't remember him looking so like ragged. And then this is my final Minccino that I have to show you guys. He's got a huge ahoge. Look at this guy. And he's got a skip in his step, a sparkle in his eye, because he wants to transform into a Minccino. Isn't that so cute? And he has the stone. So cute. Shinka no Ishi. Shinka no Ishi. Wish on a stone. Wish for a stone. And that's his wish, to evolve. So, those are my Mincenos. Sorry, I have Chinchino on the mind because of the Pokemon earlier today. Now, this is a much smaller collection. But a collection nonetheless. Actually, I'll be able to talk about this. Do you guys think it's I'll wait until I'm done. But remind me that I was going to say something. I just have ADHD, so I think I'll forget by the time that I'm done talking about these. Another Pokemon that I didn't pick for the Pokemon draft today. This is their pre-evolution that was in the draft, because this would be way too weak to put into a tournament. It was Ursaring. And this is Teddy Ursa. This is my tiny Teddy Ursa. And I do have an affinity for Teddy Ursa, despite the fact, you know, it kind of ticks me off whenever I see things that look like mice or rodents but are bears, because it's like, fuck, you tricked me again, like round ears, when it's never gonna be mice's turn to shine. Ugh. I just think Teddy Ursa is really cute. I love Teddy Ursa, is very baby, and I also love its 2 claws. It's so silly. And I used to have like there was this Pokemon toy, and it was like this long, and you would had a screen and it had buttons on the bottom, and you would like stick the Pokemon in at the top, and it would like be able to tell what Pokemon you had, and you could battle or something. I don't know how it worked because I was a stupid child. I don't know how the electronic part worked of it, but I was enamored with the Teddy Ursa. I used to bring it in the bath with me, and because it like, it did have electronics in it, but it was like very small. Maybe it was like a Raspberry Pi at most. This was like, I don't know, 2000s and stuff. And I would take it in the bath with me. I would like hold it in my pocket when I would go out, and I used to gnaw on it all the time. I fucking loved to chew on this Teddy Ursa. It felt so good in my mouth. And so yeah, I really like Teddy Ursa because of this. But the thing that I was going to talk about, and this is my big Teddy Ursa who's very soft and cute. The thing I was going to talk about is that I fucking hate when I get a plush toy that has this on it. Is it sacrilegious to remove these? I literally hate this so much. I don't know what it's for. I'm assuming it's because they used to be in crane games and stuff. Can you take these off? I literally hate them. No, that guy looks edible, doesn't he? He's so like... I fucking love chewing on Teddy Ursa. It's your plush, lol. Do what you want. Yeah, I think that's true within, like, reason. I probably should remove the tag on this one. Some of these I feel like I have been picking up and going, why haven't I removed the tag? But I don't really cuddle with a lot of these, so it's like, they just like sit in my collection, so I can just like tuck the tag behind them usually. I think I will cut these off because they're such eyesores, aren't they? It's not at all like a little keychain top or anything. Because I mean, I feel like that would be crazy. Like if it was a built-in, like sewn-in keychain with like a metal, like that would be crazy to cut off. Or like to cut off this tag, you know? That might be like, okay, don't do that, you know? If you aren't selling that makes zero difference, that's true. But speaking of things I used to chew on, I have... Isn't it crazy how like everything seems to segue into one another? My entire childhood is like interconnected. I don't think... Okay. Yeah, I don't think I brought anything. Oh no, that's not true. Where did I put her? Oh, did I not grab it? I must have. Got it. I found it. I found it. Your desk is very aesthetic. Oh, thank you. So, while I did not chew on this, I did chew on related items, and I think pit crew members that are obsessive historians about my life have noted this down before. But, please excuse how nasty she looks. I had these like little... maybe they were eraser toppers, but it was like a whole set of Hamtaro little figurines. And I used to chew the fuck out of those when I was a kid. I loved them. And we had like 2 sets, I think, because my dad ordered 2 off of eBay from Hong Kong or something. But yes, this is Bijou, and she is nasty. My nasty Bijou. Now... I can't confirm or deny this. I can't confirm or deny if this is why she is dirty. Because she is dirty. I don't know what this... It looks like it could be rust. I don't know what it would be from. But there is also the possibility that I have fruit up on this. And... she might be stained from vomit. Because I have definitely thrown up on her when I was a child. Because this is the Bijou that I have owned since I was a small child. Like a baby. God, I wonder when this is from. 2002. Obsessed. Look at the teeny weeny tail. Oh, so cute. I wonder what these 2 lines at the back for. Maybe this was like a backpack at some time. So weird. But yeah, this is my nasty Bijou whom I've throwed up on, and I love her. So be nice. Icky Bijou. course I gotta keep her. Not so icky bijou, but still really old. This bijou is from... Oh, this is another 2002 bijou. But this is not from my childhood. I got this at an anime convention from a booth that had a lot of vintage stuff. And she was a good price. And so I got her. So this is my other old bijou. Cute and icky. Right? Look at her. She has like the best pigtails out of all my bijous. My cute and icky bijou. Just don't look at her back. Yeah, I have vivid memories of vomiting on this toy when I was a child. So, yeah, that's another 2002 bijou. I don't love her face shape as much. Like even though she's a bit nasty, isn't she so perfectly shaped? Like, look. Like once or as a habit? Once. I remember I was very feverish and sick and I didn't have time to like get up and get the puke bucket. You know, everybody had a puke bucket underneath their bed as a kid. Or the puke bowl. I remember very vividly. It was like, I woke up in the night like a zombie and I was like, ah! And it definitely got on this bijou. She isn't nasty, she is well loved. I just can't imagine that my parents would leave it though. But some of these stains are really questionable, to say the least. But I love her. And it's fine if it's my own ick. It's you guys that will suffer. I can get sick off of my own ick. But yeah, she's a perfectly shaped bijou. I've yet to find another beautifully shaped bijou. Now you can barely see this one. She's hanging off the edge of my desk. How are we suffering? Well, because you probably think she's nasty icky, but I find her to be cute. Cute despite it all. The puke bowl and the popcorn bowl were the same bowl in my house. Ew! Have some decorum. Ew. At least mine was like a industrial, like, mixing bucket. Ew. I know that you can wash it, but this bijou is one that I just got in Japan last time I was there. And she only just barely goes on screen because she is sitting on the edge of my desk. She is a posture pal bijou, which is kind of funny considering her posture is severely lacking. But the idea is that you put them on the edge of your desk and they won't stay up usually unless you hold them up with your stomach. And if you slouch, your stomach will fall away from the desk and they'll fall off. But luckily, she just stays on, so I can slouch away. La 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 la. But yes, those are my bijous. I have a few other bijous, but I don't love them as much, to be honest. I just like bought them on a whim. One of them I got in Japan the first time around, and I thought it was really cute. But it has like a big bobble on the backside, and I was like, oh, what the hell is that? And then I realized belatedly, it's like a pop socket. Except it doesn't come off, is the thing. It's not a pop socket. It attaches to the back of your phone. You know, like... It just had like this back part, except it was a sticker. And I only use like the MagSafe one, so I can like take it off, you know? So I have no use for it really, so I don't really take it out, I guess. I think I might pawn it off somewhere. Even though it's bijou, I'm trying to be discerning about the stuff that I keeps. How could I forget? Oh my god. I forgot. Oh. Speaking of Pokemon, how could I forget? I even brought it in here. Again, I don't love keychains, but you saw the bijou I got you? I should. It should be in my pile somewhere. Probably. Oh, that's like the McDonald's toy one. Yeah, it's in the other room. I guess I just didn't grab it in my last run. I was grabbing like fistfuls. You'll see. Skitty! This is another Pokemon that I really liked when I was younger. Skitty. I don't have a Skitty collection or anything. But, Skitty! I thought I'd show. I forgot to show him after the end of the Pokemon collection. This is maybe my third round, and I have a few of these third round plushies. They don't seem like the most legit though, but I love Skitty. Skitty, my kitty. Now, speaking of things that the pit crew has given me, I don't know if they're still here in chat, but I saw they were here earlier. This is something that I received as a gift when I was a guest at Anime Expo, what am I saying? Offkai Expo. And it is a My Mellow in a maid outfit. And I believe... I don't want to say who gave it to me. I think I remember who gave it to me, but I don't want to misattribute it, you know? And we've also got this from a pit crew member. This one's very, very recent. I received it for my birthday in my P.O. box. It's a very large Dumbo octopus. Very cute, although it's too large to keep on screen. Can I make a tag to help remember, but don't know. I think I do. I'm pretty sure Mushy Buns gave this to me. Pretty sure Buns gave me this. And then the taco is from VLC. But on the same vein as My Melody is this My Melody Squishmallow, which I bought on a Women Anime Expo, but I actually really like. Even though I'm not like... If I had to pick a Sanrio character, it probably would be My Melody, because I think her merchandise is like my favorite. Yeah, she's very oddly shaped, and also she's strawberry. I don't know, I just really like it. It's kind of odd, isn't it? This one's on my bed. Squishmallows make good pillows. You know? I was never big into plushies growing up, and now I have like 4 Sableye plushies. Ugh! I can imagine a Sableye plushie being so cute. Oh, I feel like a Sableye plushie that looks like this Gloomy Bear would be so cute with the same material. I should look into Sableye plushie. So those are my mellows. Then I'll this. Alright. I only have 2 in here right now. I have a few more little ones in the other room. But they're not so important, I guess. They really do. My cat loves Squishmallows. There are so many people that were using Squishmallows as pillows that they just made a Squishmallow pillow. It's like a normal pillow, but it's made out of the Squishmallow material, and it's like super well packed. I'd want a Banette one. Banette is very cute. I'd forgotten about Banette until the draft today. But this is another collectible Sanrio, although this is San X character that I really like. Rilakkuma is cute, but my preferred one is Ko-Rilakkuma. So this is like a special cutesy dress version. I really like Ko-Rilakkuma. She's like a lighter color, and she always has a little button right here, whereas Rilakkuma is just a brown bear. And yes, it's the cherries. It's got a dress. So cute. Cherries on the dress. And then, sorry, I was pressing buttons on my keyboard. Eek. It says on the bottom too, Ko-Rilakkuma and Chaidoi Koguma? Yeah, that's what it, Chaidoi Koguma. And those are like secondary Rilakkuma characters. Yeah, the cherry pin too. Isn't it ashy coated? I love Ko-Rilakkuma. She's my fave. I love Ko-Rilakkuma. Ko-Rilakkuma is really, really cute. I'm happy that the duck friend of regular Rilakkuma too is popular himself, because my favorite part of My Melody is actually that she has this really, really, really cute blue mouse sidekick. And I hope that someday that he gets popular enough to have his own merchandise the same way that the duck from Rilakkuma does. Because I love that mousey so much. There's like, did you guys know? You never notice. Again, the same shit that I was talking about with Teddy Ursa. You think you find a mouse character, boom, it's a teddy bear. every single fucking time. There's like 17 different Sanrio bears of varying cutenesses, varying sizes, varying art style, and like the only mouse is that sidekick of my melody. It pisses me off. OMG Duck Friend, I need their name. Does anyone know the name of the duck friend of Rilakuma? I forget. I'm gonna Google it. Rilakuma duck name. Kiroi tori. Yellow bird. Yellow bird. Short and sweet. But here's another thing that's actually insane. At the same time as they were doing these like special cutesy outfits, they've been really expanding their horizons with the Rilakuma characters specifically. I legit don't think you guys are ready for this. Straight up. Oh wait, also what's the blue mouse's name? You know Kiroi Tori, but does anyone know the blue mouse's name? I forget. You guys are not ready for this. Look. Guess what it is. Oh! You think it's called Rilakuma? Oh, you think it's called Rilakuma, huh, bitch? You think it's called Rilakuma? Nah, it's a fucking chinchilla. Fuck you. It's called Rilakuma in a chinchilla outfit. Look! It's specifically chinchilla Korilakuma, like the craziest intersection of my two interests. Isn't that insane? Chilakuma, and of course he's got the button. That's why Yin wearing the Pickerman say, I know! Isn't it so cute? Look! Wait, you got the shit on! Oh no! Drip the hell out with the little peats and everything. So cute. But yes, there's a few animals. Only a few animals. Some in Rilakuma, some in Korilakuma, and some in Chairoi Koguma. And miraculously, the Korilakuma was a chinchilla! Isn't that so cute? With an extra set of ears is so funny. It's literally pink! Oh, how could I forget this? I almost forgot. Again, another intersection of my interests. I almost forgot. Boom. It's like a weird flat berry. It's supposed to be like she's laying on her stomach, you know? Again, the cherries. Ah! Embroidered on the butt. A big, soft, squishy cherry Korilakuma. Purple cherry Korilakuma. Isn't that so cool? It was made for me! It was made for me! Look at that. So cute. Orbular. Speaking of the P.O. box, did you keep the sheet metal? I did actually. It's in my like Aston Martin collectibles box, which we might get through all my plushies pretty soon here because I'm kind of steamrolling this, so I'll pull that out if you guys are interested in going through it and whatnot. But next up we have, show you guys my Disney stuff. Here we got Ugly Katya Wing. Right. I got a pile. Yeah, it does look like he has shorts on. He's got capris on. And these are the only two real, like, character plushies I have. The second one is this Link. This Link. You'd think it's a Wind Waker link. You'd think. It's also covered in fur. Oh my god. Yes, this link is very, very cute. He's very, very well loved. The 1,000-yard stare. You'd think it's Wind Waker, but it's actually Phantom Hourglass. I can tell by the tag. Yeah, he's so old that the pleather on his boots is not doing so hot. It's shedding, actually. And I got this, I remember very specifically, Papa Martin bought this for me in San Francisco, Chinatown. So, shockingly, it's not a bootleg. This was a really, really long time ago. And I remember they had a big version. And I was like, Papa, I want that so bad. And I was throwing a tantrum. And he was like, I'll get you the little one, but not the big one. And I remember he also would enjoy video games back in the day. Sometimes he'd watch me play video games, although that was rare. But we had shared in Twilight Princess. Sometimes he would do like blue collar dad things and come home in the middle of the day and play Twilight Princess and get ahead of me while I was at school. I'd get home and be really pissed. I remember I could not for the life of me do that like carriage fight where you're going through Hyrule Field with the Rudo kid, the Zora kid, sorry. But yes, so I was like, please, please. And he said no, but he acquiesced and got me the tiny one. And I'm glad he got me the tiny one because I think the big one would have been too big, but they were like carbon copies of one another. And I feel like this is definitely legit. First of all, the tag looks legit. The quality of the stitching is nice, but he is a little bit dirty because he's rather old. So those are my two character plushies. If you don't count Cinderella. John Wind Waker. Oh, here's just a really old plushie I have. Shockingly not dirty. I don't know how, but there have been like cycles of what plushies have been like really big with internet brain weeaboos. At one point in time, it was those llamas. It was those like, I don't remember their names. Like, oh, Arupaka, no something. Arupakas. It was like these specific rabbits. Poteusa rabbits. And then before that, it was Mame Goma. And this is my Mame Goma I got at Anime Central in like 2010, I think. Super old and shockingly real, considering I bought a plush toy at an anime convention. But yeah, this is like my most important Mame Goma. They still make Mame Gomas, but like the quality of this Mame Goma is kind of unmatched. Like, don't make me soapbox about like the quality of plush toys in modern day, particularly Build-A-Bear, because it won't be pretty. But this one has such an amazing fabric. The eyes are high quality, and it's got beans in the bottom. This has been a very, very beloved plush toy for a very, very long time. That's my Mame Goma. So cute! So cute. It's that time. I gotta show you more Disney shit. Last time I was in Japan, I think I showed this during my Japan recap stream. I went in the first week of August, right? So, in the dead of summer, it was ghastly. It was just awful. And I showed these during my recap stream, but they were in a holder. So I can show you guys outside of that. My Cinderella! The Disney plushie meta shifts really fast. For a while it was like Tsum Tsum, and for a while after that it was like that Cinderella one that I had, and now it's these tiny things. And I really like these tiny things. I think they're really, really cute. And of course, whenever they have Prince Charming, I do get a Prince Charming to go with my Cinderella, because they're a cute pair, aren't they? And because these were from the Japanese Disney store, they also had in the same size the scary baby oysters with no nose. So I got a baby oyster as well. And this is the baby oyster that I won in a crane game in Japan. It was like a late night. I was coming home from hanging out with Soryu, my artist, in Nakano Broadway. And I was in Akihabara and I was just browsing. The first trip to Japan, I wasted so much fucking money on gachapon and crane games. And this time I just like hadn't had enough time to really browse the crane games. And also like the pickings were way worse. It changes like every month or 2 months. The gacha is every month. So like depending on when you go, there could be like a bunch of shit you don't like, figures, plushies, or it could be like all stuff that you want to buy. The first time I went to Japan, it was like all stuff I wanted to buy, and I was like, I'm gonna look for this thing, more baby oysters, more bijou, and there was like nothing. But I did manage to find this one baby oyster in a crane game in Japan, and it was like I didn't have a lot of cash because the first time around I had like transferred money into like there's this company called Wise. I had transferred money whenever the yen really dipped low. I had like transferred like $1,000 or something. So I had a bunch of money in this account that was already saved for Japan trips because I knew I was going to go. And so I pulled out a bunch of cash the first time. The second time, I mean, I'd gone through all of it. So I didn't have like cash. So I just didn't pull out that much cash. I went to Japan with like 10,000 yen, which is $100 basically. And then when that cash ran out, I just never got more. So I had like literally one 1,000 yen bill, $10 basically, and like a couple of 100 yen coins. And I had used my couple 100 yen coins, and then I went back to the machine to exchange it into more coins so I could keep trying for this. And surprisingly, when I walked back, the guy was like, do you want me to like fix it for you, which usually means reset it. Like if they notice that it's like in an area that's not optimal to pull from, they can put it back to normal. But he actually like put it like 80% over the edge. It was like this, so all I needed to do was like push it down into the hole and I won it. And I was like, oh my god, that was so nice of him. And then I was like wondering like, why did he do that like so early? Because usually they wait until like you waste a little bit of money. And then I got home and I plopped my bag down from that I had been using during the day. It's like when we were shopping around Nakano Broadway, and it was a baby oysters bag. So I probably looked like a super fan. I looked like a super fan after like put in 500 yen. It was like, not getting it. Then I went to go transfer my money and then went back. He was probably just taking pity on me. It was like, oh, she really wants this. He's like the baby oyster bag. So he helped me out and then nudged it a little closer to the end, which is very silly. But it was either that or the fact that my dress was see-through that day. I don't think it was that though. It was only see-through when it like the wind blew and it like pressed against my body, which I also found out after I put my bag down and then turned in the mirror and was like, oh, what the fuck, you can see my underwear. Oh, that's good to know now. Okay, but similar to this Mamegoma, which I got at an anime convention a very, very long time ago. I think 2010 might have been excessive. I don't know if it was 2010 that I got this, although it was a long time ago. Another plush toy that I got a long time ago at an anime convention, and this is really rare. I have never seen it sold on the aftermarket. Granted, it's also one of those things where it's like nobody wants to buy it, so that's partially why. This is very rare. It is. I should have bought all of them too. I only bought this one though. Again, like legitimately 2012. Penguin number 3 from Mawaru Penguin Drum. So Mawaru Penguin Drum was an anime that came out in 2012. It's a Kunihiko Ikuhara directed anime. He's directed Revolution Girl Utena. He was a big influence on the creator of Evangelion, and he has a very interesting style. And I really liked Mawaru Penguin Drum, and I saw this in the convention hall. It's Sega, so it must be from a crane game from back in the day. This is one of my favorite streams of yours. Glad I could catch it. Insomnion! Thank you so much for resubscribing and saying a sponsor. You just reminded me that somebody probably did that earlier in stream and I completely ignored it by accident. Shallows, if you're still here, thank you for resubscribing and saying a sponsor. I shall name my child Chung Lord. Maybe that's why I ignored that. Maybe that's why I ignored that. I still need to watch Mamoru Penguin Drum. You definitely should. I mean, Mamoru Penguin Drum is definitely very eccentric, and I'm sure I've attributed it to be a little bit more intellectual than it really realistically is, because I watched it when I was really, really young. But I think it is saying something that's a little bit more coherent than what is typical of Kunihiko Ikuhara. It's about a lot of things, but it is a little bit grounded in real life with its references to like a real life Japanese terror attack. I suggest watching it. I think it's probably one of his best. Yuri Kuma Arashi is okay. Sara Zanmai is begrudgingly I say I don't like very much, but your mileage may vary. I mean, Utena is like one of the most important anime ever. Koki did a voice of the movie for Sara Zanmai or Yuri Kuma Arashi. Whoa, that's crazy. Either way. Yeah, Mamoru Penguin Drum is really, really good though. Mamoru Penguin Drum touches on a lot of themes. Oh my god, I think there's a hole in this. Oh no, there's no hole in the armpit. But yes. This is Penguin number 3. It's also a puppet. For some reason. She was Baby Penguin? Oh, she was in Penguin Drum! What? No way, that's crazy. Welcome to Rock and Roll. Welcome to Rock and Roll. I'm just a rock and roll man. We're just a rock and roll band. This isn't so important to me, but I really like them. Let me find the last one. Oh, there it is. These are plushies that I actually got at round 1 in America. Ooh, someone's borking. So many loose threads. Move over, Ashton Penguin number 3 is my new Oshi. Onji, that's so cute, gimme. I thought you might like this. This is one of the creatures designed by Yurie Sekia. It's a Pero Pero Sparkles. And there's 3 of them, but I didn't like the 3rd one, so I only got these 2 in the crane games. This one is a mouse. You can tell it's a mouse because it's got a long tail! It's a long, springy tail! And they've got like really fuzzy hair, like a 90s toy, like a troll doll. Or a Furby. Pero Pero. I'm speaking Japanese. That's a lot of first time chatters. Which one of you guys is showing me to your weird friends? But as for what they are, it's a little bit... I think it's just rabbit and mouse. The 3rd thing, I have no fucking clue. Maybe cat? You guys see that? The green one? But yes, Yurie Sekia is super cool. She's a really cool artist. One time Yurie Sekia did a collab with Teddy Fresh, which was like the H3 brand, I believe, and they made pants. Or maybe it was just Yurie Sekia pants alone. I have Yurie Sekia socks that I got from Anime Expo this past year, I think, or the year before. I really like their... Again, I'm like a sucker for plush toys that have like actual plastic baubles. Ooh. Oh, that was my medicine alarm. Oops. So I love their plastic noses, but yeah. These are my 2 Yurie Sekia plushies. And yes, I love the springy tail. So, it is finally time. We'll start backwards. I'm gonna build up height. Start with some that people don't really care about, so not Labubu's. Not Labubu's, but rather... Aren't we the weird friends? Now, I think you guys are well-behaved in spite of the weirdness. To be watching a VTuber and trolling is like... a new low, I feel. Wah. Mama Martin messaging me. It is time for my item label collection. Item Label is a very eccentric, eclectic brand. And I have a lot of stuff from them. We'll start with Poison Sucklet. He like blends into the background. Whoa. Again, can't do that. You can't be doing that, Ashton. Poison Sucklet. I forget the lore, but he's a sucklet. And then I also have Mega Sucklet. He's got a plushie. He's got a squeaker too, but I don't know where. Oh, maybe he doesn't. I just punched him and I don't think he does. I wish that I could show you guys what I was doing just now. I was like, I don't feel it. Big Sucklet. And then I've got a Molly and I've got one of those cats. But they're in the other room. And I also... Avert your eyes. Avert your eyes. I'm about to whip it out. Whoops. My pee-pee. Live on stream. My singular pee-pee. There's a squeaker in the front and the back. Squeaker in the front's really hard to reach. Whatever. But yeah, that's a fun fact. Everything about Item Label has a squeaker, so if you guys have a pee-pee or a wee-wee, like... give it a good squish. So sinful and purple. Yes, this is the fluffy purple wee-wee. And... he's the only one that I really wanted. The thing that I collect most of at Item Label... Are you a man or a woman? There really is somebody that's... somebody is watching my stream on their stream or something. There's like children here. It's the thing with the viral Ashton Martin clip. No, the thing with the viral Ashton Martin clip is this. It's that. Or maybe that one. Or maybe that one. Possibly that one. It could be that one maybe. Or this one, or this one. Either of these two, I guess. Or this freak. Or this cutie patootie. Or this guy. Or one of these. Maybe. Ew, I hope it's not that guy there. Maybe even... that. Oops. Or it could be... moving those aside. Mods, I know you're in my chat. Can you just ban these stupid... there you go. Sorry, I didn't see if you were banning all the others. Or it could be this, or 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 this. Or the others that are in my kitchen. I don't know. You tell me. I can't remember which one it is in the clip. I can't recall. So the difference between the ones that I have in this bag and these ones right here is these ones I'm gonna keep, and these ones are for sale. I don't want these. There are way too many. This one's not even fucking wee wee. Don't get me started. But yeah, this is my bag of stuff that I want to sell. So it's full of wee wees. It's got some blind box shit that I bought impulsively. Or it's got like a gachapon from Japan last year. Look at this. I do wonder, like, what's happening? That's like a lot of 17-year-olds to raid one person's random stream all at once. Or, you know, this guy, like, I'm a big fan of Kamikaze Kaito Jian. It's an old Maho Shoujo genre. Not genre, what am I saying? Anime. But this dude is literally like a side character. He's a male side character. Like, that's the main guy. That's his transform version. That's the main girl. That's her transform version. That's a fairy. That's a fairy. Those are her two weapons. And then there's these two random fucking people. I don't want this. What's the point of even making this character? So stupid. But anyway, so you could say that I'm a little bit obsessed with item label stuff. These are the ones I'm keeping. These ones in particular are special because they're from a special Japanese collaboration. It's so odd seeing like the QC for these. Look at how scary these ones are. You know, like, they say that like when an animal has eyes on the side of its head, like for example this Nessie, like it's got an eye here and an eye here. That's because they're like are prey animals and they need to be able to like see everywhere all at once. These eyes are as close together as you could physically fucking get. This is a predator. Prey. Predator. Even more predatory than like rotten egg wee wee. This one is like the most dominant in the hierarchy. Does that look like the face of mercy to you? No. His weak squeak begets a terrifying interior. But yeah, that's not all the weebies I have. I actually have some more on my kitchen counter. The louder they squeak, the weaker they are. I really like this one too. It's so cute. It's like on my mouth. Also, this one is the one that Sanrio gave me. This one's got no squeaker. I'm gonna email them. What the heck? It's squeakerless. That one is literally you. Wait, this one or this one? Because they both have cat mouth, actually. He's been neutered. The louder they squeak, the easier they are to spot. But yeah, also I didn't realize I had 4 of these. These are my favorite ones, I think. I also really like this one, except the fabric that it's made out of is like kind of gross. You know? My peepee doesn't have one. I never knew it was meant to. Oh, it probably has one. The peepees have 2, so there should be at least 1 in there. This one doesn't work super well. It also matches with my peepee. Peepee and the wee wees. Nice Labubu's. I don't know if you'll be saying that when they're outside your house in the middle of the night. Some of them are so squeaky. Just wait until you see two glowing dots emanating in the darkness, as close together as physically possible. The mark of a true predator. Then you will regret saying that. You will regret mocking them. Oh, here's another thing I could show you guys. I think that's kind of it that I wanted to show you guys, though. I could go and get the rest of the wee-wees if you really desire to see the rest. But every single time that you buy from Item Label, they give you extra shit. AKA, they give you a Mun. And I hate them so very much. So I have extra Muns for my orders. I got rainbow. And I got red. Rainbow and red. And they have magnets in their hands so they can hold on to stuff. Oh, cute. Not cute! They're sick and fucking twisted. The description for these... So for peepees, it's like the peepees have committed an unspeakable crime. They are criminals of the highest caliber. They know the taste of blood. They're terrifying. My peepee went to high security prison for insider trading. So he has done his time. He knows people in high places. The wee-wees, however, which are just the single ones, they do not know the sins of the world, okay? They are pure of heart. They only know eat peanut and sleep, but they have not committed their big crime that evolves them into a peepee yet. The Mun story is that, what does this look like to you? What do you think this looks like? The hands clap together. Wah! Did you say eat, comma, pee, comma, nut, comma, sleep? No, but ain't that the fucking life? Eat peanuts. Praying? No, they're meant to be monkeys. You know? This one even has a magnet in his tail. Weird. But no, actually the lore with Mun is that it's like a over 30-year-old man who just likes to pretend to be a monkey. He's a fucking freak. He's a monkey freak. And I hate him. He's like Tingle, yeah! Me. No, at least you guys are chinchillas, which is much cuter than the average gibbon. But no, I fucking hate these Mun so much. Although, I have owned them for a while. I don't hate them that much. They're just not my thing. I understand they're a lot of other people's things. And one time, Nyanners and Athelstan were, like, doing a trip throughout America. And I actually, bombed their stream. I kind of clammed up and didn't say, like, who I was. And they didn't know me anyway, so it's like, whatever, you know? Why do you own them if you hate them? You missed the part where they give them to you for free. I buy, like, 10 weebies at a time. And when you're over, like, $100 on your order, they give you Muns. Nyanners and Athelstan just happened to be near where I was at the time, and I was like, haha, what if I stream snipe them? And I was like, I don't want to just go because... What the? These have squeakers too! Is that the only way you can get them? No, they sell them on the website. I just have a feeling they're probably not as popular as Peepee and Wee-Wees. I think there's only one run of these Muns too. They're so devious looking. I fucking hate them. So yeah, I stream sniped Nyanners and Athel's like live stream, like all incognito, fully unable to tell who I was, and I went like, here you go, and I gave this to her. I gave it to her, and I'm pretty sure it was the rainbow one I gave her. Or it was a red one, I don't remember. And she really likes it, actually. I think she did a stream once. She like was on hiatus for a little bit. She did a stream once where she was showing off her desk. And her desk was like completely barren. Except for the Mun that I gave her. It like held onto her microphone stand. So she must have really liked it. Even though I sort of gave it to her because I was like, I don't really want this. But to be fair, like, this is definitely some shit that Giannis would like, you know? But yeah. I remember I had met her too, and I was like, I actually stream sniped your stream once, and I gave you that toy. And she was like, what? That was you? Yeah, it was me. I just got awkward, and I was like, okay, goodbye. And then I left when I gave it to her. It's not like they knew me anyway, but it was kind of exhilarating. I'm getting a lot of lore. I know she has that thing. It's crazy. It's coming from you. Yeah, but it's not like we know each other. Like, it was really just like a, I'm gonna use this moment to like, to give her something. A lot of people were like stream sniping to be like, can you sign my gamer sub stuff? Or like, say like, na 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 boo boo, smell my poo. So I was like, I'll give her a plushie. And so yeah. I'm happy that he's getting the love that he obviously missed out on growing up, which has made him act out in such despicable, heinous ways. I'm glad he is finally becoming a reformed Mun. You have spent 100 money. Please take this 30-year-old man for your travels. No, thank you. I'm good, actually. I'm actually so good. I remember too, she was like cooing over it and saying how cute it was, and I was like, you know what, I'm not gonna tell her that's a 30-year-old man. I think I'll just leave it as is. Oh my god, how could I forget? Or maybe I showed this to you guys. Did you guys see this wee wee? Isn't it cute? Oh, hi, Nagi. That is actually all of the plushies that I have in here. He's so eeby. This was a special one. A Series 3 first edition, like, rare one. I don't think it was on the box, I believe. I have a few of the rare wee-wees. I don't have the rarest. There's like a gold wee-wee. It's all gold. And I think there was like one. He's sleepy. And he's purple and green. Orangey, is that a wee-wee? Do I have to pull them all out again? Do I have to whip out my wee-wee again? I know, you tell me, Jam is virtual, who works with Item Label. Or maybe this is a wee-wee. Maybe this is a wee-wee. Or 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 maybe this is a pee-pee. Or maybe this is a wee-wee. Or this. 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 Wait, no, that goes with that wee-wee. Or this. Or this. Ew, we're the sick freak. That isn't even all of them I have here. Because I still got that guy, still got this guy, and I still got this guy, and I still got this guy and this guy. So I don't know, you tell me. Is it a wee-wee or not? Because I feel like I know a thing or two about the wee-wees. But that is all the plushies that I had to show. Wow, 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 you have so many fuzzy wee-wees. Yeah, I have 4 of those purple fuzzy wee-wees. I really, really like them. Sometimes I would like trade away duplicates for the like ones that I like them all, but some of them I like less, you know. But the fuzzy ones I really like, so I have 4 of those. 4 doubloons. Let me go check in my other room and see if there's any more plushies worth taking a look at. I forgot this Minccino. So I think that's 5? 5 Minccinos? 5? But yeah, no, there wasn't much else. There's a few more bijous. There's a few more Chilla plushies, parrot stuff, yada yada. I did grab my other 2 item label things. So I have the giant sucklet, I have poison sucklet, I have this guy, Dinkle, I forgot his name. I have the pastel Dinkle, and I have this Molly. And that's my... That is my... What is... Oh. Back to Pit Crew plush. After having seen so many freaks of nature, aren't you guys happy to be back home? A Pit Crew plush. So gentle on the eyes, comparatively, you know? So cute. I think that was quite a while that I spent introducing you guys. So I'm not sure that I'll get around to the Aston Martin history bucket. We look almost disappointingly normal. Nice French nails. Were you here earlier in the stream, Owl Knight? These are just my natural nails. I told a story about how one time I was going through the drive-thru at Sonic and the girl was like, I really love your manicure, but it's like, those are just my fanglers. They just look like that. Why, thank you. I'll just take the compliment. No squeaker or vomit stains, what's the point? Yeah, no magnets in the hands, no nothing. You guys can't win. I just realized that even if there was magnets in the hands, it kind of wouldn't do anything because the hands are like pinned down. You could probably just... I think everything is sewn. Nothing is glued. So if there's a... Chilla with a master's, a doctorate, focus in veterinary surgery. No squeaker? Well, to be fair, if there was a squeaker, it'd be really hard to squeak. These guys are like full of cement. Just like me! Just like Plushton! You think I'll find someone that will hold me like this? I hope so. I hope everybody deserves... Everybody deserves to be held like this someday. Oh, you know, maybe a fun idea? Like a chinchilla massage ASMR video. There's this one very funny ASMR video I really like, and it's with a person who's doing like massages on these 2 toys that she has, and they have like crinkly ears and they like crunch. She's like doing like chiropractics and massaging, and she's just like doing that, and like I could give you guys like a ear massage, a little facial. That might be cute. Yeah, with the Shiba Inu. And I can brush your tail. Inspect. Alright. The ball incision site is clean. Free of inflammation. A foot rub. What was funny is that, like, this is obviously just a line to make it look very rotund and stuff. But when I did the 3D scan of the pit crew, because of the lighting difference in my kitchen, it was... this looked a little questionable. Especially with, like, the extra ball texture that they had underneath. Pit crew back rub. That could be kind of fun and silly. But yeah, I will save the Aston Martin archives for another day. Baby. I hope it was fun. Did you guys enjoy it? This is a rather short stream for me, even though it's almost 3 hours. So I feel like I should just, like, take it as a dub. Like, you know what? Short and sweet. Brevity is the soul of wit, as they say. We didn't even get to talk about any of my yap topics. Oh my god. That's my grocery list. Ah, you know what I really want so bad? I want hojicha, but I don't know where to buy hojicha. Maybe like at the Asian market? But I don't want to buy like white people hojicha. I want like the chip bottle in Japan. Yap topics like what? About how I want to learn card tricks. That'd be a good hand cam stream. I decided recently that like I love having like stupid menial talents. And I think the stupid like party trick talent that I want to learn next is like card tricks. Yeah, I want to learn cardistry. Yeah, it was a fun short stream. Thank you guys for coming, and I'm happy that I was actually able to finally stream it like a more... Sorry. It's on top of... It's like in front of my screen on top of my riser so that I could push my... my keyboard all the way back. Yeah, sleight of hand. What was I saying? Oh, I'm glad that I streamed a bit earlier today so that I could actually get to speak to my European pit crew, especially after having appeared at Vexpo. I know that a lot of people don't come out simply just because of the time zone differences and being VOD watchers, so I really appreciate anybody that stuck around. I don't know, it's probably late there now, probably like past midnight, but like I said, it's the freaking weekend, it's a Saturday, so just drink along. Thank you for introducing us to all your little friends. Thank you for the $5 super chat, Alexander, on YouTube. Thank you, thank you. It was nice. It reminds me to reorganize my shelves. Yeah, I'm glad that I finally got the stream out of the way because now I can put all of my plushies back up. I have like hammocks in my room, like a child, basically. What the fucker? Okay, now it just won't stay up. How many do you have now? Just 2. Just 2. And when I realized I was like outgrowing the 2, I was like, okay, we gotta cut this shit out. So that's partially why I had all my plushies out. I was going through an audit of them. And while I did move a couple months ago, I took my plushies out so that they could like breathe out of the plastic bags that I had transported them in, but they were just like laying out in my room, so I really needed to like lock in and figure this shit out because I'm like an impulsive person, and so whenever I see like a cute plushie at a convention, like I typically go like, oh, I need it so bad, even though I definitely do not fucking need it. And so I had to do some hard truths of like, do I know this character? No. Am I a super fan of this artist? No. Is it cute? Yes. Is that all it is? And if those answers, if there was like the 2 no's, and if there's a is it cute and it was a no, it was like, okay, get rid of it. even stuff that I had sentimental feelings for, I decided, like, you know what? I'm gonna call it. I have this one plush toy. And it was, even though it was made during the advent of nice plush toys, it is very shoddily made. It has really terrible quality, and it's a gingerbread man named Gingy. Similar to Ellie the elephant and Teddy the teddy bear. Really riveting logic, you know? He's like full of fucking holes, and like, I have no idea how the holes could have gotten there except for bugs, and he's got like a funny texture, and I was like, you know what, Gingy, you've really served me well for a long time. One of my oldest plushies, but I just had to cut it. Yes, like the dude from Shrek. It wasn't a Shrek plushie, but it was literally a gingerbread man that looks exactly like him. So, I had to. Marie Kondo approves. I know there was, when I was posting about like my plushie audit on Twitter, there were people that were like, I can't do that. And it's like, I don't want to have to do that, but you guys are really underestimating how much shit I own. Like, if you guys have the same amount of shit that I own, and you go like, oh, I can't get rid of anything, I love it all too much. You can, and you should. You need to get over yourself. It's garbage. Because my pack rat tendencies are so strong. That's why I am the way that I am. That's why my mother is the way that she is. You know, it runs on my mom's side, to put it one way. Get rid of it. You don't need to throw it out. Goodwill. Sell it if it has value. Get rid of it. I have so much clutter. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. But yes, you guys have seen the stuff that has made the cut. But this is like all the stuff, even though it's a lot of stuff, it's like all stuff that has genuinely means a lot to me. I really like it. The stuff that didn't make the cut is always shit like, why did I buy this? Like, I really don't need a teddy bear that's like really shoddily made. It's like the same quality as those crappy $10 bears from Build-A-Bear, if you know what I mean. I'm throwing shade. Like it has like the same length fur, and it's super plasticky and like very slippery feeling. I have one of those bears from like the Ghirardelli store, the Ghirardelli factory in San Francisco. I love Ghirardelli, so it made sense at the time to buy it, but it's like, it's so poor quality. And I enjoyed having it for a while, but like, it's just a teddy bear with like a Ghirardelli hat. So off he went. I'm interested in the shit you bought and have no clue why you bought it. Or some of it is just excess. Like, I rolled the gachapon in Japan like 20 times so that I could get the full set of charms. And now I have like an extra 12 that I don't want, you know? So it's silly stuff like that. I'm getting better. But if I get rid of it, I won't have it. If you don't even realize that you own it, you won't realize that you don't own it. That's how I like to think about it. I've never really thrown anything away or gotten rid of it and then been like, and then remembered it. Truly, I don't remember half of the stuff. When I was going through my plushie bags, I was thinking like, what the fuck is this? That's when I know it's time. Also, Rebel, thank you for the 100 bits. Wait, cute keyboard. Where did you get it? This is a Rainy 75 WAV key. I got it during a Kickstarter, and it's relatively affordable, and it's got a really, really good stocky noise to it. Like, I wonder if anybody could lip read, keyboard read. But yes, I got a hype train going at the very end of the stream. But I don't know what else to say. I could introduce you to what's around my desk. McDonald's French fry ghost. Virtual vacation acrylic stand. This Bart stamp that I meant to give to Doobie, and then I forgot. Yeah, we'll do a desk tour to wrap up the stream. I've got this cooler from a Pit Crew member. It has a Coke in it right now because I ran out of Dr. Pepper. And I had eaten before stream. And then my Alani. And then my Stanley. This can, that can, the other can. It was worse last night. I had a milkshake, my water. What was it? My milkshake, a water, a Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper because I was eating a meal. And I love a soda within my meal. Water because you always need water. Milkshake because I was indulging. And apple juice because I wanted something tangy without caffeine. I was drinking all four of them at the same time. It was very delicious. And then I have these Legend of Zelda coasters from the Nintendo store in Japan. And then I've got... I pushed them off screen for this. My stream deck is usually right here. And my phone sits right here. And here's my audio interface. And my... This is my tablet pen. And then I've also got my two... I handmade these coasters. They're meant to look like pastel moss. So this is where the cup goes. And then there's this one too. Oh wait, also Aurelia Engaged, thank you for subscribing to a sponsor. Sorry, I was distracted and I saw it, but then I, you know. Sorry about that, sorry. And then I also have this. It's my headphone stand. I don't ever put my headphones on it because usually I just like hook them over the edge of my desk like this. But when I want it to look nice, I put it on this like cute heart stand. And yeah, I've got like paper cranes over there from the Pit Crew. I've got medicines right here. I've got 2 eye drops. These are normal. These are medicated eye drops, I believe. No, these are fake tear eye drops, so they're like more cut and dry. These are from Target eye drops. My new Afrin, so it didn't expire in 2022. We're Gucci. I have a wrench key. I forget, is that the right term? Right here, so that I can... Allen key. Yeah. Do you like your mouse? Is it light? Does it ever annoy you that your mouse is light? I have never been annoyed that my mouse is light. But... I don't move it very much. So maybe that's why I don't notice it. But yeah, the Allen key is for my headrest on my thingamabob. But yeah, the reason why is I don't really move it much anyway. The thing that actually annoys me most about this mouse is that for some reason, like a year or two in, it's probably just because it's old now. A year or two in, these like 4 sliders that it has, they're not ceramic. They're like plastic. They get like sticky. Or maybe it's like the mat I'm using them on. If I put any sort of pressure on it, it feels like it catches. And I don't like it. I need new skates for it, yeah. I honestly should probably just replace the whole thing because it's really nasty. I don't want to give you guys a close-up of this. Thank God this camera isn't that nice because it's really fucking disgusting what is inside this mouse. What else is here? Oh, my mirror. My friends got me this mirror for Christmas. And I keep it at my desk in case I need to check it out. Cute! What's the other side like? A mirror just to spook the pit crew. Swing! It's you. Put it back down. I also have my big bottle of Advil. That's where that rogue Advil at the start of stream came from. And then... that's like it. I was gonna show you guys something. Oh, my DPI. That's why I moved myself. So yeah, Hato. It doesn't bug me that it's light. This is the mouse that I've used for years, so it's just what I'm used to. Although I have like a Logitech wireless mouse for my work computer, and I like the weight of that too. But my DPI is really high, and I have 3 monitors right now. So it goes to one horizontal, one middle horizontal, a side horizontal. And so if I move my mouse all the way to the end of the 3rd monitor, like it's all the way to the edge of the far monitor now. This is how much my hand moves. So, onto the middle monitor. And we're at the edge of the 3rd monitor. So that's the extent of my my movement. I have a very high DPI, so I can just like... It's called like Twitch reaction sense, okay? I'm fine-tuning my motor skills. Ah, you guys are just mad. You guys are just mad you don't have this epic flick. When I'm playing shooters though, it's so funny. Oh, you're actually doing great at Deadlock. I don't want to like be doing great despite the fact that I have like a handicap or something. There's a reason she can't hit wingman shots. No, that's like I wouldn't be able to hit wingman shots. How wide is that? It's so wide. It's like the length of my desk, so I think like 70 inches or something. This is 100% a handicap. I know, I don't even need to do it too, because I always have like long desk mats, because I love the way that they look. But I'm lazy. All I want to do is move my mouse like this. It made me laugh so much when I did this last time and everyone was pissed about it, so I'm gonna do it again. Let's do window capture. Oh yes. How high is your in-game sensitivity though? Is that also high? It might be. I don't actually know. So... hello... It's... it's... done. That's why it looks so scribbly. It's because I'm barely moving. I don't like the way that looks. Ew. This is part of the problem. Peace sign. It's Aston! Heart. 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 Yum. Make myself like angry. Can't forget the tooth. It's very easy to draw too much. This is genuinely stressing me out so bad. Oh my goodness. Why? Oh, look at the pic we can watch too. You want to try Aim Trainer like this? Yeah, is it in what? I'll do it. I'll pull up Aim Trainer right now. Adorable as always. You guys are so silly. Pay attention to the art and not the fact that I drew it with like my... You know what? It's practice for when I like am like fully like a quadriplegic someday. All I need is like to be able to twitch. Stop shaking your desk. I can't help. Human benchmark? Is that a website? Let's see. Oh yes, Aim Trainer. I remember this. I remember this. Okay. But this is also about like how fast I am at seeing it, right? Which I'm sure will not be good. I have slow but very aggressive reflexes. All right. Okay. I'll put it next to my hand so you can see how I move. How many targets is it? Ah! $30. I should play Osu or something. Ah! I'm missing this time. So this is what happens in Deadlock. No! I win my Deadlock games! I win my Deadlock games. My hand didn't move at all. You can't fool me. Does it really not move? Sorry, that's YouTube. Ah! I just pull up YouTube separately because the combined chat and OBS is so bad. You barely move. One more time. Too far. I feel like I'm moving so much. Like dropping the DPI by 1 tip will be like removing the training weights, but I have full muscle memory for this is the thing. Okay, there's 1 step higher DPI. Okay. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, there's 6. And I was at 5, so we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah! They're like undershooting it. Is that really all that much better? Actually, I think that was better. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Now we're on 3. Holy shit, this is slow. I'm so lazy. My arm doesn't want to move that much. Now we're back to normal. I think you guys are right. Like, one step lower is better. Now I'm overshooting. If I zone out, though, and just stare at the whole screen, I get a lot better. Human benchmark. So yeah. I'm a freak. It's better to use an aim trainer program that lets you adjust your actual sensitivity to how it would be in-game. Yeah, I definitely have to double check what it is in Deadlock. You know, I think maybe I will stream Deadlock someday. I'm not really sure when. If anytime soon. It'll probably be very chill if I do. You think your mouse is like the society locker in MIB? If the ears didn't wiggle, I think the stream froze. Psh. It's moving, I swear, look, it's moving right now. There we go, we're back to normal. With Bunny Suit Doorman, it's funny you reminded me of that because I would have just booted the stream up like normal and I wouldn't have realized until somebody pointed it out. I'm just so used to it now. Do not stream with that on. What? With what on? My DPI? It's always like that! Oh, you mean the bunny suit. Why not? Yeah, it's the default skin on my computer. I can't help that. Mods aren't protected by Twitch tasks and you can get reported? What? How do people play like randomizers and stuff? That's fucked up. Anyway, now this is the actual end of my stream. You guys have offended my sensibilities. Ashton in a bunny suit, you say? Sure. Definitely not pasty ginger boy in a shooting MOBA. Me. The pasty blonde girl. I would be afraid to get recorded with custom skins on? Why? Is it maybe because it's a multiplayer game that it's not okay? I thought it was like totally fine to use. You go super hard in a bunny suit though? I resent that. I'm a chinchilla, not a bunny! It's just the Azumarill shit all over again. Ah! Ah! In multiplayer games, it's like a hush-hush thing. It's fine to do, but don't really encourage it. I see. Almost as good, but I prefer the pasty blonde girl. Aw, shucks. You know how to charm a girl. Alright, that's it. I don't have anything else to say. I will be streaming again tomorrow. I think tomorrow will be the collab that was supposed to be yesterday, so keep an eye out for that. I also post my schedule on my Twitter, so that is where you guys can check it out. More Metal Gear Solid 3 next week. Probably going to finish Deltarune Chapter 5. And I don't know, wherever the wind takes me. I had an idea. Oh, maybe I'll play Roller Coaster Tycoon. What do you guys think? I think that'd be fun. Because I was just lamenting about how Water Park Simulator is not at all what I thought it was. With Open RCT, I don't know because I don't know what that is. We'll have to see. Not Planet Coaster. It has pool poop. I don't need any grim reminders. I was thinking the original Planet Coaster, not Planet Coaster, Roller Coaster Tycoon might be fun. But yeah, that's it. Thank you guys so much for coming again. Have a good morning, noon, or night, breakfast, lunch, or dinner. I'll see you guys again soon. Like I said, follow me on Twitter for my offline posts, cute art, anything, all of the above. Any errant ashtisms that cross my mind. And yeah, I'm going to raid somebody on the Twitch side of things, and then I'm going to let you guys off scot-free on YouTube. Thank you guys so much again. Everybody that's subscribed and became a sponsor, I really appreciate it. Or follow and join the Pit Crew, or subscribe on YouTube and became a Pit Crew. Thank you, thank you. Last time I streamed, we reached 20k, and so I'm still like riding high on that feeling. So yeah, next time 10k on YouTube. That's my next goal. But until then, goodbye, everybody. And I'm so happy that you guys were so very kind to some of my most precious lifelong friends. And it was very vulnerable and sappy, so you have to take this to your grave. Ah, that's right, you don't have opposable thumbs. Alright, Blood Oath. Goodbye, I'll see you guys next time.